It is. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jamie, and I'm your host today. So this morning we're on our live call, and we were talking about the Cameron setup. So we're just going to walk through all the steps to identify the setup, and also I'm going to link this video right here where ICT actually explains it himself, so you can hear it directly from him. But this is just our effort to walk through and see the setup for ourselves. So what we noticed first of all is that we had taken out previous day high right here. And we already know when we take out previous day high that we can look for a pullback, a retracement, a reversal, something. So we took out previous day high. So we're starting with that in mind. And then in that video that's going to be linked below, ICT talks about to look for a stop rate on a 1 minute or a 5 minute chart. So we're just going to go with the 5 minute chart. So here is where stops were rated here. So we'll call this stop rate. No, I want to do it cute. I like the little what you call it? Trend line. This is cuter. Look at that. Stop rate. Okay. So we have our stop rate, and then what he says is after we rate the stops is we want to look for our first. Oh, sorry. Oh, let me get my notes. Thank you. Let me get my notes over here because he said identify the draw on liquidity. Where are my notes? Shoot. Thank you. D's to the K's. Here's our notes right here. Cameron. All right. Identify draw on liquidity. Boom. That's why you need your checklist. So our I'll put this. I don't want to take my stuff off my chart. So sorry if it's hard to read. I'll put this in the notes too on YouTube. If it's hard, just in case it's hard to read. So identify our draw on liquidity. So our draw on liquidity could be the regular trading hours gap. I marked this. This is where these yellow lines are. It could be the hourly fair value gap. It could be Tuesday midnight open. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Could y'all imagine if we were still in gap fill? Okay. So that's our draw on liquidity, right? So going back over here. Oh, I don't know why it takes my notes away. Is it just like, oh, look at that. Okay, let me put it there. And then when I go to the 5 minute, I guess the settings are so it doesn't show it to me on a lower time frame. So unfortunately, I got to add it in. All right. I mean, there might be another way for me to do this. I just don't happen to know it. Look at that. Ooh, that would have been a good trade. Oops. Okay, so we identified the draw on liquidity, identified stop rate on the 1 or the 5 minute. So this was our stop rate. And there was a question, what's the stop rate? Basically, it's like people who were short and had their stops here, they got stopped out. So, and then oh my God, that is so beautiful, y'all. They got stopped out. Okay. So then what do? Identify the fully formed candle in the direction you expect price to go. And I just labeled it that way because this could be for bullish or bearish. So then we get our vertical line and we mark the candle to the right of the fully formed candle. So we expect price to be bearish. So we're going to mark this candle right here that is to the right of our fully formed bearish candle with a vertical line. So we did that. Okay. Then drop down to the 30-second or 1 minute chart. So we drop down to a 30-second chart. Of course, my text is gone. And it's interesting because it should, let's see. I don't know if it's just there and it's over to the side or what, but there we go. Okay. So then we come over here, and if you spot fair value gaps with the naked eye, great. But if you don't, you can use the nephew Sam indicator, and you look for the first fair value gap. So boom, boom, boom. Here's our first fair value gap. And, in this case, it looks like it went to 50%. Oh, that's a BPR there too, but whatever. 50%. So then you can get your, let me see if I can do this right. Get your short position. Oh, I don't think I set up a template for this. Short. I should do one for Cameron, huh? Or is it a short NQ? You said 12 ticks, right, DK? Was it 12 ticks?
12 points.
12 points.
10 points in the take profit.
So that's 4 points. 12 ticks. 12.
So multiply by 4 for the ticks. So that's 48 on NQ. 12 points.
48 is a stop loss. And then 40? Am I doing my math right?
Yeah, 40 ticks for the take profit, which is $200.
Okay, boom. So then, you set your entry at the fair value gap. Boom. You got your stop loss. Boom. You got your take profit, 200 points. That's your trade right there. And so
$200, yeah.
$200, yeah. So the nice thing about this is that once you get consistent, just get consistent with trading it how he's just training his son to get your $200. But eventually you'll get to the point where you can actually have, confidence and know about, other things that are happening on the chart. And then maybe you could take it down to midnight open. You know what I mean? Where is it at? Or maybe you could take it to the gap fill, so you could participate on a bigger move. But as DK says, he's like, I'm focusing on getting what he says, getting consistent with the $200, and that's it. So that's your trade. I mean, it worked out beautifully today. I mean, good God, look at that. Does anybody have any questions or anything?
And we just hit previous day low.
Yes.
So now, as you progress, that can be your target.
Yes. Look at that. Previous day low, right, Sean? What's the risk to reward? 12-1. Woo. All right. Anybody got any questions? Ask now so it could be on the video. Nothing? All right. Okay. Well, that's it. If you got any questions, drop them below, or if you take the trade and make some money, let me know. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. Have a nice day.